Alright, so it's day 6 of spring. With that incredibly loud cockerel, we have a bunch of things, and we also have, I think this is Clint. Yeah, so Clint's here. Hi there, good morning. I noticed that you've been breaking some rocks open and finding ore. That's so good. If you want to get the most of ores you'll find, you'll need a furnace. I will indeed. Just so happens I have an extra set of blueprints lying around. You can have them. Great. So we probably will need a furnace because a lot of things require copper bars, and then I guess iron bars and things, so we need the furnace for building upgrades and also building things like the silo. I think you need 5 copper bars. When you've smelted a few copper bars, consider having you upgrade your tools. I'm heading home, take it easy. Okay, so let's go and put things in our... Do we not actually? I think we have a bunch of sap in here. Yeah, we do. This was meant to be our... we have one of each thing. Geode, topaz, cave carrots, quartz. Okay, so we have one of everything in there now. And this is our active use thing, so we need our this. We don't probably need the scythe. We might actually be able to go and make the silo. I think, oh, the silo is it 100 gold or 1,000 gold? I think maybe we'll go for the silo actually after we've bought the strawberries. Just we don't need hay because we're not gonna get animals for a while yet. But the game often wants, I think it wants you to get a chicken coop first. But a chicken coop is much less valuable if you don't already have a silo, because then you have to go and buy food for your chickens. So we have 750 gold. It's the 6th, so any 6-day crop we can actually grow before... Okay, there's deluxe fishing pole. That's too expensive for us right now. Yeah, any crop we can basically grow... Oh, there's a leek. We need that leek. That is the most important thing we've probably found, because the leek we need for the spring bundle thing for the community centre. Actually, let's go and have a look at the community centre. Oh, there's a daffodil there. I need that as well, because I think I ate the last one. So if we go in here, I don't know if this triggers an event or not, or a cutscene. Oh, here they are there. So we need this. We need to go and get this thing down here, I think. This golden scroll. Oh no, this is the thing we can't decipher yet. I think the stars, if we go and look at the board above the stars, we can start doing these community bundles. No. Then bulletin board? Maybe it's the bulletin board. Nope. Can't do anything. I think maybe it's, I remember. It's been so long since I played this. I think I got pretty much this far before I gave up with the game. So I don't actually remember. We have to go and look at the house. I don't know. I can't hit it. I thought it was this that we had to go and see. We had to explore it further. I don't know. I don't know what exploring it further actually entails. Because I have... We'll come and drop rocks everywhere. I don't know if we have to go and see somebody or if we have to... Maybe actually when we go back outside, maybe. Maybe Lewis will come and talk to us? Nope. Well, I'll have to look that up because I'm not entirely sure how we do that. Maybe it'll just happen after the Egg Festival or something. Oh, there's another quest here. Looking for an Earth Crystal. Okay. We may as well accept the quest because there is no penalty, I don't think, for not doing quests. So if we can, we may as well do it. So what can we get? So 6 days will take us to the 12th. So we can actually do potatoes. We can do another harvest of potatoes before the 12th. Apparently kale is really bad for profitability. So let's do this because we really need as much money as we can get if we can get strawberries. Because we really need a good first sort of spring and summer. And then we can start actually producing sort of a decent amount. I mean, I know I said we're not going to go straight for money, we're going to go for variety, but having the money to begin with means the variety is a lot easier later. So I think we should at least start with money as our main goal. Who's this? So if you can slay 10 slimes, then you'll have earned a place in my Adventurers Guild. Well, I'm not sure how valuable that is, but sure, why not? The other thing we need to do, we really need to make a scarecrow. So scarecrow just needs wood, coal, and fibre. Thankfully, we have all of those items. How much wood do we need? I think we need more wood. We'll also get acorns now from these things, so it's useful. Acorns we can start. No, I don't want to eat the sap. I want to put it in the thing. Can I just... let's go in here. Put each of those there. Yeah, I think we should collect the acorns because we can use that to grow new oak trees. So first of all, obviously, we need one of these in here, and all the rest we should start collecting. And then at some point I will go around and I will start planting acorns once we've cleared out maybe some more of this farm space. Okay, so let's get these watered. We can actually put this back in here as well. Let's just check the weather forecast for tomorrow. It's going to be clear and sunny all day. What we maybe should actually do is make ourselves a furnace. So this needs 25 stone and 20 copper ore. That's quite a lot of copper. But we do already have that much copper. So let's get ourselves a furnace. And then we'll put the furnace maybe down here. So then what you can do is you can just, when you have copper and coal, you can just basically right click on that and then it will take 5, I think it's 5 copper, it might be 3, and it will start producing you a copper ore. Okay, so here we go. Now we've got ourselves a copper bar, and then we can just keep doing it. Okay, I think it is actually 5. I can't tell if that's a 6 or... Yeah, it's 5 copper ore. So 5 copper ore and 1 coal gives you a copper bar. Now let me just check the silo. What does a silo require? 100 stone, 10 clay and 5 copper, and it costs 100 gold. So that should really be something we aim to go for sort of early on in the game, because then every piece of grass we cut down over here then contributes to our hay. And the main reason you want to kind of get going on that early is because if you don't... Did I water these already? I think I did. If you don't start collecting hay early on in the game, by the time it comes round to winter, the 4th season, you have to pretty much buy all of your hay because all of this grass is not harvestable. Or doesn't grow back, maybe. So I think we really need to sort of early on get as much hay as physically possible. So it's 2:50 on Saturday the 6th. It's probably a bit late to go to the mines now. I still have someone to meet, I think. I've done advancement. Okay, so I did that quest. I'm not sure how. I think I was just gaining levels. Getting started. I've harvested some things. That's some free money. Actually, while we're still going, so it's 3 PM, so I just got a bit more money there. I can actually drop in here and buy... If I only had 1 more coin, let's just go and see. Is there anything in the town we can scavenge? Sometimes bins. There's nothing in that bin. There's a piece of newspaper in that bin. nothing in any of these bins. It would have been really convenient if we could just... Oh, there's one bin over here. If you could just find something... Actually, if I can just catch a fish. I don't have my fishing rod with me. Never mind. Maybe the beach. If we can just find a shell or something that we can sell to Pierre, then that will give us that 1 extra gold we need to... that's a shell I don't think we've got before. Well, that's an oyster, but that 1 extra gold will just give us 1 extra potato seeds, and that's 5 extra potatoes, or 5 extra potato plants, which is probably more than 5 potato seeds because you're likely to get more than 1 potato. It's just every little bit of money we can get in before this egg festival. Because we really need... Oh, what's... I closed at 3. I closed at 5. The worst, Pierre. You're the worst. Well, never mind. We'll run back to the farm. We'll plant these 4 if I'd only been a bit quicker. But we got an oyster. I don't think we have any oysters before. And so that's another item we've got for the collections. And then we can use that later. I've already actually tilled this ground as well. Very convenient. I do, however, need to water it. Later on you can get sprinklers. Sprinklers are really convenient, but the early sprinklers are both terrible and quite expensive for what you get, which is effectively nothing of value. It's 6 PM. I have some energy, so let's just chop down some more trees because why not? Wood is something that we kind of need quite a lot of, both hardwood and, I guess, softwood, normal wood. And it really helps just clean up this whole area if we can get these trees cut down. We have the pine cones and we have the acorns for oak saplings. So we don't want to deforest the entire area, but as long as we have, now we have foraging 1, we can basically get a decent amount of saplings or seeds for these trees. So if we do accidentally cut down all of these oak trees, then we will still be able to grow new oak trees. Do I have my scythe on me? I have the sword. Sword works just as well. It's getting a bit later. Yeah, so we have maple seeds as well. Let's, I guess, keep 1 of each of these things. Only 1 of those. Only 1 of those. Because we probably will need this bait, we will need this clay, we'll need these seeds, and we'll definitely need that sap. And almost certainly need the wood. Let's go to sleep. It's only 7:40 PM. I wish you'd wake up a bit earlier if you went to sleep really early, but apparently you don't. Okay, so we didn't actually get anything that night. But our potatoes are indeed harvested. That first one got us 3 potatoes. And we also got one of our random plants was a parsnip, so that's good. My source is telling me you've been poking around inside the old community centre. Why don't you pay me visits? Okay, so this is how you get the wizard's tower. So we've been sequestered by the wizards. We'll keep ourselves a potato. We already have ourselves a parsnip, so I will just drop the rest of these in this box. Oh, actually no. We don't want to do that. Can I have those back? So we can go and sell these directly. I always forget to do that. But if we go and sell these to Pierre directly, then we can... so it's the 7th today. We can actually grow a 5-day crop before the festival. And that way we can get just that little bit extra money to buy some more strawberries. If you get a good solid start on spring, then summer becomes a bit easier, and then if summer has a good start, then we can get to fall and have a decent amount of money to buy some of the better crops in our first year. So in your second year, you do get some additional crops. So you get crops that you can't get in your first year. It's also Sunday. We should go and see if the merchant is here. I think the merchant comes on Sundays. So let's go this way. Actually, I don't think we've been over here. We should really pet the cat. We'll go this adventurous way around town. Oh, there's a leek up here as well. Who doesn't like leek? I thought he was up here. Maybe he's in the where the community centre is. Let me just have a look. Okay, so I know where the travelling merchant is, and it is not here. One thing we do maybe want to try and get is if he has an ancient seed. I think is the best thing we can get from the merchant. But they are, I think, 1,000 gold, so I don't think we can actually get 1,000 gold before the merchant disappears. So that's problematic, but we can get it the next week. So the next Sunday is the 14th. So yes, we can get it on Sunday the 14th. Okay, so let's boom. Oh, actually, we do have 1,000. That's a nice haul from that. Oh, who's that? Is that somebody I've met before? That's Jody. Yeah, so the travelling merchant is where the wizard's tower is. Which is convenient because we have to go and see the wizard anyway. So it's a perfect timing. Okay, so it should be just above the wizard's tower, which I think you have to go down across the roof for. Maybe it's just over here. So this is the forest, I think, is what this is classified as. We're approaching the forest. Oh no, I'm stuck. Oh, I hear a random door. The sound of doors seems to carry a really long way. The wizard's tower is further up than this? Oh no, I'm lost. Here's the wizard's tower. Actually, let's go and talk to the merchant if he's there before we go to the wizard's tower, just in case it pulls us into a cutscene. I think the merchant is just here. Ah, here he is. Okay, so what's he got? So he's got super cucumber, puff of fish, magnet, apple, battery pack, wild horseradish, mead, rare seed. So I think this is what we want. Let me just have a look. Alright, so yeah, the rare seeds. The rare seed basically gives us the sweet gemberry, I think it is. And the sweet gemberry is worth 3,000 to 3,500, 4,000 gold when sold. So that's a really good deal. So we may... I have to sell this in the fall though. So I think we'll just hold on to this then, I guess. Or maybe I shouldn't have bought that then if you have to sow it in the fall. Oh, that was maybe a mistake. I just spent 1,000 gold that I could have spent on strawberries. Come in. Yes, I think I made a small error there, but this is what you get when you haven't played the game before. This guy is a bit weird. I'm Rasmodius, seeker of arcane truths, mediary between physical and ethereal, master of the 7 elements. I'm not entirely sure what the 7 elements are. I also like to point out he's got 8 points here, not 7. I feel like he's made a mistake there. Should have gone for a 7-point star. Okay, you'd like to show me something? Oh, it sounds like it's in pain. Very much so. You've seen one before, haven't you? Yep. They call themselves Junimos. Mysterious spirits, these ones. For some reason, they refuse to speak with me. Okay, so telling you about that thing on the golden scroll. Language most interesting. Oh man, I wish I could do that. If I really need to go to Pierre's, boom, you're at Pierre's. The language is obscure, but I was able to decipher it. We, the Juminals, are happy to aid you. In return, we ask for gifts of the valley. If you are one with the forest, then you'll see the true nature of this scroll. Okay, so this is obviously how we do the community things. Oh, we need to be one with the forest. Aha. Come here. Oh no, this sounds dangerous. I would not have brought this guy. My cauldron is bubbling with ingredients from the forest. Oh man, this guy's gonna get me high. Oh, what, drink it? No, I'm alright, thanks. Yeah, that's the face of, I guess. Oh, look at those eyes. My eyes are going crazy. Oh no, everything's going green. That's it, he's poisoned me. Game over, guys. Game over. And now I'm having some crazy tree slash leaf, or another tree, vision. I wonder what the designers of this game asked their artists to do. Like, yeah, let's give us some crazy, wavy, leafy tree scene. And that'll do. Oh, that was it. You gain the power of forest magic. Now you decipher the true meaning of the Junimo scrolls. So now I should be able to go and do the community center things. So let's go and have a look at those things. So I really shouldn't have spent that 1,000 gold. That was a waste of money because I can't plant that until the fall, which is quite inconvenient. I could have spent that money on strawberries instead, so that might actually be a major issue. Oh well, we'll see how this goes. I think if I go to the community centre now, it's 3 PM. I've already watered everything, right? Yeah, well, everything is watered. I think if I go to the community centre, there's a leak. I think I can do. Oh, it's a silver leak. If I just take the first items that belong in the community centre. So it's the daffodil, a leek, a wild horseradish, and a dandelion, I think. So those are the 4 items. And I go and do that one very quickly. We'll see if I'm able to do it. I think the reward for doing this first one is you get seeds. I think they're wild seeds, so we might be able to get some free stuff. Okay, I don't want to carry this sword, because every time you do if you right click on something, if you don't right click on something you need to right click on, then you just block, which then pauses you for a second. And then it's very inconvenient. Okay, so now I can go and read this scroll. So the spring foraging bundle. So I need one of these. Does it need to be in the right place? The fact that I'm still walking is so annoying. Bundle completed. Reward bridge repair. Okay, so I have a free gift, which is 30 spring seeds. An assortment of wild spring seeds. Okay, that's nice. So this guy is gonna go. Okay, so I've unlocked the first room. Is that how that? Oh no, I'm unlocking all the things. Okay, so I think now you've unlocked this. So if I go in pantry, I need a parsnip, a green bean, a cauliflower, and a potato. Okay, so I have a parsnip. I will have green beans. I don't know, do I have a cauliflower? Did I keep a cauliflower? I think I might have done. That guy's taking forever. And then these things are fish related, I guess. Sunfish, catfish, shad, and tiger trout. Okay. Speciality fish, crab pot, night fishing, lake fish. Okay, so I need to go to the lake and catch those. Ocean fish, sardine. I gave my sardine to Leah. Okay, so we can start working on some of these. So I can get the crop ones to begin with. So it would be nice if you could check your inventory sort of directly from here without having to run all the way back and look at the chest. But it's only 5 PM. I mean, I can do that tomorrow. It's not a. There's no real rush. I really want to get these crops planted, though, if anything, because I have basically a full day's worth of energy, and I haven't actually done anything yet, and it's already 5 PM. So let's plant these spring seeds, just because if we can get most of them harvested before the festival, that will be great. So I need 18 more spaces. I really don't like how this works, because I always miss the spot I'm wanting to hit. I don't like how you can't till the one that you're stood on as well. It's very weird. I think, if anything, we should try and aim for, what, 20... probably won't get 25 strawberry seeds, though. Maybe 10 strawberry seeds? I just don't think we'll get them, that's the problem. I think I've spent that 1,000 gold, and the chance of us getting enough money. So I think what we're going to do from tomorrow onwards is fish. Because fishing is a really good way of getting that extra, the money back. So I think I can pretty much catch my 1,000 gold's worth of fish in the amount of time it will take me to do this. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. The amount of money I've lost. Welcome. It's going to be a beautiful sunny day. That's inconvenient because I want to not have to water my plants. So there's a recipe here, stir fry. So these are useful later on. You get the house upgrade and you actually get a kitchen, so you can cook foods.